Hello, and welcome to Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News. I'm Daniel Pineda. We have a great program today. We have our news stories, community bulletin board, and 55 plus news. But first, a social media reminder. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also on Facebook and WERA 96.7 FM. And now on to our first news story for this week. As of Saturday morning, September 25th, reports show the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Arlington increased by 232 for the week, up to 17,571. We at Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News will continue to monitor the situation as the cooler months continue. As for vaccinations, as of September 25th, 161,518 Arlingtonians have received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine. The number having received 2 doses was 145,075. Based upon our best estimate of Arlington's population over the age of 12, the percentage of 212,800 eligible Arlingtonians who are at least partially vaccinated is a little over 75.9%. However, the fully vaccinated percentage is still only 68.1%. County officials issued a warning to residents about a deadly batch of what is believed to be fentanyl-laced cocaine circulating in the region. The announcement came after 6 people overdosed in the Falls Church section of Fairfax County. The warning urged residents to protect yourself and others who may be in possession of cocaine purchased in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. If it is given in time, the nasal spray Narcan, also known as Naloxone, can save the life of someone who is overdosing from substances containing opioids. In addition, test strips can detect fentanyl-laced drugs before they are used. Free Naloxone Narcan can be found at Arlington County Department of Human Services, Narcan at arlingtonva.us. The City of Alexandria, opioids at alexandriava.gov. The Chris Atwood Foundation. 1-hour virtual Revive Narcan training is also available. To schedule a session, email narcan at arlingtonva.us. Anyone who assists a person in need by administering Narcan is protected by the Good Samaritan law from liability while they are rendering aid. Symptoms of an overdose include non-responsiveness to stimuli, a deep gurgling or rattling snore when sleeping, slow or shallow breathing, cold or clammy skin, blue or gray skin and lips. For life-threatening situations, call 911 immediately. No individual is subject to arrest or prosecution if they call for help for someone who is overdosing or they themselves are overdosing. Community members are also encouraged to rid their homes of unused, expired, or unwanted prescription medications in one of Arlington County's 4 permanent drug take-back boxes. For more information, including trainings or education programs, volunteering, or treatment resources, contact the Arlington Addiction Recovery Initiative at aari@arlingtonva.us. And now on to our next news story for this week. The Arlington Concert Band will resume performances with an exciting fall season. The group's next concert is on Thursday, December the 2nd. Residents are encouraged to join them for a fun evening of band music, featuring both classic and contemporary selections. The Arlington Concert Band is a wind ensemble made up of more than 50 professional music educators and dedicated amateur musicians. They perform regularly throughout the community and play an assortment of music including marches, show tunes, and classical arrangements. The band's musicians are united around a shared mission to bring a mix of family-friendly, professional music to the community for all to enjoy and to provide an outlet for making music performance a lifelong activity. And now on to our last news story for this week. The 2021 Marine Corps Marathon Weekend events have been canceled due to security and safety precautions currently in place. They were originally scheduled for Friday, October the 29th through Sunday, October 31st in Arlington, Virginia, and the nation's capital. According to Rick Nealis, Director of Marine Corps Marathon Organization, after exhausting all possibilities, the opportunity to safely operate and execute a live event is just not feasible at this time. Though we had high hopes to welcome home our running community this October, we are excited to still be able to celebrate the 46th running of the People's Marathon virtually. We are anxiously looking forward to next year when we can #Run with the Marines in person once again. Colonel Brooks, Commanding Officer, Marine Corps Installations National Capital Region, Marine Corps Base Quantico, added, "The 46th Marine Corps Marathon is now a virtual event. We are excited and look forward to seeing the results of your hard work and dedication over the past year. Although we were not able to conduct a live event for 2021, we trust that each of you understand the safety for you and our great support team took priority. As Marines, we are trained to adapt and overcome, and this is a great test of your ability to adapt and overcome all things this year has presented. I ask that you run hard and with purpose and finish strong. Be safe, everyone. Semper Fi." Runners have the option to receive a virtual entry to the distance of the same race, receive a full registration refund, defer entry to 2022 at no additional fee. Further instructions and a link to the registration change form will be sent to the email address provided by participants during registration. The virtual MCM weekend events must be completed between October 1st and November 10th, the Marine Corps' birthday. All participants will be mailed a corresponding participant shirt, commemorative patch, bib, and finisher medal. Runners will also have access to an online event program, personalized finisher certificate, and several digital engagement platforms. Well, that does it for the news for this week. Now on to our community bulletin board stories.
Hi, and welcome to CBB. Our first CBB event is for adults. It's a chance to join members of the Northern Virginia Bird Club for informal walks through Glen Carlin Park in search of resident and migratory birds. Experienced and beginning birders will be welcomed. Bring binoculars and field guides if you have them. For information, call 703-228-6535. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 612-941-B, as in bird. That's on Wednesday, September 29th from 8:30 to 11 o'clock a.m. at Long Branch Nature Center at Glen Carlin Park, 625 South Carlin Springs Road. Next up, free walk-in COVID-19 vaccinations are still available for individuals aged 12 and up at the following locations: Arlington Mill Community Center at 909 South Dinwiddie Street, Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Also at the Walter Reed Community Center at 2909 16th Street South, Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The vaccines are free, safe, and offer the best protection from COVID-19. Get the facts and then get yourself and your child vaccinated. Please bring any form of identification that will confirm your identity, such as utility bills, pay stubs, insurance cards, or a driver's license. As for the specific vaccines being offered, you can get the Moderna or Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson based on availability. For Moderna or Pfizer, individuals will receive instructions at the end of their first dose on how to obtain their second dose. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is a single shot and does not require a second dose. With case numbers in Arlington still increasing, obtaining the vaccination is something we all owe to the rest of our community. Our next CBB event is for kids between the age of 3 and 5 years. This one is called Spectacular Spiders. It's part of a series of preschool programs that are offered throughout the year at both Gulf Branch and Long Branch nature centers. The theme for preschool programs is repeated during the month, so please register for only one session at each nature center per month. Only the child needs to be registered, but caretakers must stay during the program. For information, call 703-228-3403. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 612-811-F, and that's on Thursday, October 7th from 10:30 to 11 o'clock a.m. at Gulf Branch Nature Center and Park, 3608 North Military Road. Finally, in CBB, have you ever heard an owl hoot in the forest? Here's a chance to join in for a sunset owl hike to learn all about owls, their adaptations, and how to use binoculars. You'll also get a chance to practice your calls. Who knows? Maybe an owl will hoot back. You'll need to register children and adults, since children must be accompanied by a registered adult. For information, call 703-228-6535. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 612-951-O, as in owls. That's on Friday, October 8th, from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Gulf Branch Nature Center and Park, 3608 North Military Road. Now it's time for 55 Plus News.
Howdy, and welcome to 55 Plus News. Well, now that the Senior Olympics are over, it's time to come to Aurora Hills for an ice cream meet and greet and to learn more about the many activities they're offering this fall. You can join in for ice cream treats, enjoy live music, meet new 55 Plus members, or reconnect with old friends. Or all of the aforegoing even. Register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 911-899-1. That's on Wednesday, October 6th from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. at Aurora Hills Community Center, 735 18th Street South. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 Plus membership is required. Now our next event is a chance to meet Zoe. She's a smart Yorkshire Terrier who is a registered, certified therapy dog, and she loves to entertain. Zoe does over 20 tricks in her live and virtual pet visits all over Northern Virginia. Her proud owners, Chuck and Patty Toftoy, will also share information about the Yorkie breed. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 911-400-25. That's on Thursday, October 7th from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. You gotta be 55 and up. 55 plus membership is required, and this is a virtual event. Our next event is a chance to join Jim Halloran from DPR's Office of Community Arts for an afternoon of exploring painting. Improve your painting skills by learning various techniques. No experience is necessary. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 911-301-10. That's coming up on Friday, October 8th from 1 o'clock to 2:30 p.m. at Aurora Hills Community Center, 735 18th Street South. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Our final 55 plus event is called Scale Down. Now, at first, I thought it was about clearing the junk out of your house or your apartment or your condo, but it's not about that at all. It's actually a weight loss support group of warm and caring people. Now I see what they did there with the Scale Down name. They hold monthly meetings which include private weigh-ins and interesting programs. The group meets each month on the second and fourth Monday. The next one's coming up on Monday, October 11th from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. at Langston Brown Community Center and Park, 2121 North Culpeper Street. Now this is a drop-in class. Drop-in classes are ongoing programs that participants can join any time with a valid 55 plus pass. Any program listed as a drop-in does not require pre-registration. You gotta be 55 and up though, and 55 plus membership is required. Anyway, that's all I got for 55 plus news.
And now a bit of commentary. The new Longbridge Aquatic Center held what they called a community celebration at noon on Saturday, September 25th. The promotional announcement said that it was a celebration of the opening of the center, but the official opening had already taken place. That was on Monday, August 23rd, over a month earlier. On the plus side, this later event didn't begin with any speeches. The announcement did also advertise a musical performance by Gerald Crockett, a recent Hot 99.5 Rising Artist winner. However, Mr. Crockett is from Richmond, some 100 miles away, and if there were other performers who are Arlington-based, they weren't mentioned. Both of the advertised DJs are based in Washington, D.C. It seems to be the Arlington way as far as the arts are concerned. Bring in people from elsewhere while ignoring the local talent. This also applies to the visual arts, for which a piece called The Sky Column was commissioned by Arlington Public Art for completion by Douglas Hollis, who is not an Arlingtonian either. He's actually based in the Midwest. We do not wish to question the quality of the performers or the artists. We just wonder why Arlington seems to neglect its own creative population when it comes to commissioning significant projects. After all, there's a convincing replica of the Parthenon in Nashville, Tennessee, but it has nothing to do with their culture. Years ago, a prominent person complained that Arlington has no soul. We beg to differ. Arlington has a soul, but that soul has yet to be acknowledged by those who decide whom to support. Meanwhile, back at the center, there were a number of attractions. Of course, there was the very large swimming pool, viewable from 3 vantage points, including one on the second floor. It's a long way down. The second floor also contains a very nice, large, panoramic image of some water. Stepping outside from the second floor, there's a view across the Potomac River, and by walking closer, it's possible to see the less attractive train tracks which lead to a metro station that is farther away than is convenient for a lot of people. There's also enough airplane noise to remind you that you haven't really gotten away from it all. Going back inside, there are a couple of vending machines whose product selection suggests that there are things other than fitness and health. Of course, there were many helium balloons, proving that this was indeed an occasion. Helium balloons make everything an occasion. As advertised, there were food trucks, and the USO was also there. By walking away from the building, it was possible to see a fire truck with its ladder fully extended and a very brave soul sitting at the top. Of course, all of the people at the fire department are brave souls, but this one definitely got my attention. There were also the customary bouncy castles for children. On the way back to the main park, I photographed a large field that looks like it might be the proposed site for future Arlington County fairs. That field doesn't look any more immune to the kind of damage that the Thomas Jefferson Field suffers each year. At the parking lot, there were signs that constituted another argument against relocating the county fair. The county fair traditionally opens during the week, and Longbridge charges for parking on weekdays. It's equally unfortunate that on a hot weekday during summer vacation, people with kids would have to pay to park in addition to the fees the pool charges. At the noon beginning, attendance at the celebration was sparse. It may be that the planners are counting on the 25,000 future Amazon employees increasing attendance later on. We now leave you with some nice music. And that concludes this week's show. We will be back next week with more news from Arlington. Meanwhile, be careful, be safe, and be well.